The FIFA Under-17 World Cup. It's where boys turn into men, exposed for the first time to major international competition. Mexico has been especially successful in recent times, and last year's event in the UAE saw them unearth a number of future stars. One of the most promising is Alejandro Diaz.
I think participating in tournaments like the Under-17 World Cup is very good. You gain experience against teams that you're perhaps not used to facing. I'm taking everything in at the moment, and the Under-17 World Cup will be very useful for my development.
Young Alejandro was at the centre of perhaps the most nerve-shredding encounter of the tournament, the quarter-final against Brazil, which went to penalties. Watching every move in the stands that night as Diaz took both the first and last penalties in an 11-10 win was his family.
When I saw that my brother would be the first player to take a penalty for Mexico, I didn't know if I should look or not. I started to cry. I didn't know what to do because I was very nervous. And when I saw that he'd done it, that he'd taken it well and scored, it was such a relief. I felt really relaxed, and then I felt anxious again because I didn't know if they'd score any more or not.
The Diaz family members are, of course, Alejandro's first and greatest fans. They must be, to travel halfway around the world to watch him play. So what was it like to grow up with a football international to be?
He always had the ball glued to his feet, ever since he was small. We'd find balls in the bath and all over the house. He broke windows. He was always playing with the ball in every situation and every place. He broke blinds, things in his sister's bedroom, window glass, everything. He wrecked the whole house.
Mexico had a wonderful run, falling only at the last to a fantastic Nigerian team. But second place in any FIFA tournament is a major achievement. Coach Raul Gutierrez is sure that a number of this squad will make the transition to professional football and that Alejandro Diaz has as good a chance as any.
He's an exemplary young man, and I think this is extremely important. I think there are many factors that contribute to Alejandro being the player he is. And because he is the way he is, it contributes to the work he does throughout the entire game. And his attitude is contagious to the others.
It's never pleasant to come so far and lose in the final. But the fact is that Alejandro's on-field skills certainly developed in the course of the tournament. The question, though, is whether or not it's helped him in normal life. His father certainly believes that the son who returned from the UAE was different to the one who set out.
He's come back more mature. He's come back more sure of himself. You could see his nervousness in the first interviews he gave. You noticed he repeated many words and things like that. But in more recent interviews, you can see he's more fluent, more tranquil, more passive, and more secure in himself.
Diaz has now gone back into the system at America. Next year, he might get the chance to play at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in New Zealand. It would be marvellous if his family could join him there too. The UAE wouldn't have been nearly as much fun without them.
I must thank my family, because they always support me. I had the opportunity to travel for this tournament, and my family came, because this journey is a present for my sister's 15th birthday. The 15th birthday is a big celebration in Mexico, and I'm glad to give it to her. I love being able to thank my family, because they always support me when I'm out on the pitch.